Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is 5:53 p.m. on Tuesday the 18th of March 2025. Current temperature is 25.2 degrees Celsius. Feels like, well, it doesn't say. And doesn't say the humidity, but we've had 7 millimeters of rain since 9 a.m. today. So that's not too bad, but it's very windy. Yeah, crazily windy. It's nearly blowing the umbrella inside out. So I thought I'd get a wet day, a wet walk video in. Soon I've got to go to town anyway. Go to the supermarket, grab a couple of things. So thought I'd get a video in the meantime. Hopefully it comes out nice and clear. Being overcast, it might be a bit jumpy, bumpy and lumpy, the video. But anyway, hasn't been as many videos of late because of health reasons and the heat, the rain, all that, but it's not going to stop me. We'll continue to do it, so keep following. Keep checking old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Bestestimes Reborn on YouTube. Keep up with all that. When I can, I will. Keep updating. When I go to town, I'll get some photos and things like that. Trains have been coming through, of course. Maybe not now there's flooding down in Ingham. Might have stopped it up, but yeah, they've been doing work down there, not far away from Ergon. Nearly said FNQEB then. Well, I did just then, but yeah, down there Ergons. It used to be FNQEB. So, all that. So, we'll continue along down Gundy Hill towards the old Kirby's Corner. Hopefully the wind dies down. Sorry if the umbrella gets in the way of the shot. I'll try not to. Don't know how annoying that can be, watching a video and distracting where the umbrella keeps getting in the shot. There's your Gundy Hill Hotel, Jasmine Time Massage and the barbershop. And where Kirby's Corner used to be. See, they put markings on here. I don't know what they're for. I don't know if they're going to do up the pathway or fix up some things inside there or what. But I noticed that the other day there was some all the way, well, fair way along in some spots, like just here. I know they're doing water stuff over the hill, on the other side of the hill near the golf course and that. Water pipes, fixing up all that sort of stuff. So there's that. There's the Reese Plumbing, Ampole across the road, and then the metro. Good, yeah. Show as much as we can, while we can, as we walk along, as we always do. Always try to show as much detail as possible. It just helps. Looking back years later, seeing what was here, all this stuff. Super cheap interstate removals. Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland. There you go. So it looks like they do all the East Coast. States and that. Cassowary Street. We went over Station Street just before, near Kirby's Corner. So I forgot to mention. You can see the metro over there with the 2 trucks there. Waste Waterworks, the other one says. Anyway, getting a bit too windy for the umbrella. Hey, how you going? Good, thanks. Trying to carry a shopping bag, an umbrella, and the camera. Huh. Yeah. The Innisfail Motors Group and the car wash. Like I said, it's all about the details. I mean, you might get bored watching these videos now. Hopefully not. If you don't get bored, let me know in the comments. More so, when you look back years later, you'll see a lot of changes, a lot of this and that, and we can reminisce. Oh wow, I'd forgotten that business was there. Oh, that's what was in that location. I was trying to think the other day what the business was called that was in it. You know, you get all that sort of stuff, and it's good to look back. Have a video record of what the town looked like, what there was, all that around. You know, the network car and truck rentals there, coming up on Carbuda Street, and then 180 Edith Street. The mobile 24 hour, I'll try and show that a little bit longer than just stand here for a few seconds. Show it, so you can see a bit of detail of what it looked like. There's the Gundi Auto Wash with the dog wash and professional car detailing information there. And there's back towards where we just came from. Carbuda Street, which does tend to flood. Doesn't look like it has this time around, but give it time with all this rain we've been having. 180 Edith Street signage. Try and show that to the best of my ability. And flowers. It's crazy windy. You can't see it in the trees so much. It seems to be lower. Like you can sort of see it on there. All these things that the council's put in there. They removed a lot of palm trees over the last probably 15 years that were along here. This is probably one of the only lasting ones left they've left around. But they were jotted wherever these are along. Yeah, wherever they are along. So there's your 180. And they've just put all this stuff in. It doesn't really look that nice. These are alright, and they trim them back regularly, these ones and that, but it's the where the palm trees used to. Oh, there's another one up here near Repco. Got this guy's got it in the way. It's alright. How it is. But putting in all these weird, like these are fine, but like I said, putting in those other things, like I was showing the wind before. Oh, yeah, they don't look that nice to me anyway. That's my opinion. Looks like a mess. Anyway. This is Pelican Street down there. Sorry, the camera moves a lot faster, this particular camera, because the water is just at one. It doesn't have the gimbal, it's just built-in stabilization. And it doesn't slow the camera down, so it goes by how slow I move it. If I move it slow, it looks a bit better. But if you're walking along, sometimes it's just easier to go like that. Doesn't look as clear, doesn't look as clean, but not much I can do about it. There's Maria Scrasso motors there, 4x4 and all that. And Minor Bird. Whew. It's not hot at the moment so far, but it's yeah, it's hard with this umbrella. The old Anderson's carpet sign, it's just getting worse and worse. This place is closed down, this Innisfail Repair and Service Centre. Nothing against the guy, but his stuff was a little bit too overpriced for my liking. Like some of the things were brand new prices. Some of the things I looked at in there, oh, wouldn't mind having that, and it's just, yeah, horrible. Asking the price, because he didn't have prices on things when I went in there. And it was like, nah. That's way too expensive. Like I've seen things a lot cheaper elsewhere, so that's the thing. But yeah, a lot of rusted tools and things like that. It's never going to do any good, sadly. I don't wish anything bad on businesses. Prefer them to last and do good, but you know, sometimes they just don't understand. Like that place in where Leading Edge Electronics used to be, that crafty type place. That's closing down, it didn't last. The problem is a lot of specialty stores like that focus on one type of product or one mixture, a lot of products, just don't last here. It's sad, but that's how it is. There's nothing that can be done about it, it's just how it is. And then people expect certain prices because they're used to Kmart, they're used to places like that, they're used to internet pricing. They see prices at places like that and they're, oh, nah. Even though the prices are probably accurate and there's nothing against the company, the business, and that, it just sometimes just doesn't work due to that, due to those issues. Probably a lot better quality, some of the stuff that's more expensive at these sort of shops. But, you know, people just get used to it. And with the prices of food and everything these days, and, you know, people get very, nah, I'm not spending that much on it. I can go to Kmart and buy a cheaper version for X amount of money, you know. Yeah, it's a hard one in a town this sort of size, at this sort of time in life, to be able to keep those businesses going. I'd love to see that business flourish and keep going. And I hope the business next to it works. So like like yoga, what's the other one? Pilates studio. Hopefully that works, but if they're just specialising in Pilates, it may not. Because some of the gyms probably do Pilates, as well as a lot of other things. Yeah, it's a tough one. There's Furniture World, Pets Domain. Whew. Yeah, one day I want to do a video where when it's a sunny day, a nice day, actually walk into some of these shops and try and get a little bit of video, and walk to the next one, the next shop that's open, try and get a bit of video. And just keep doing that. If you want to see a video like that, let me know in the comments. Where I walk along, okay, this shop's open, walk in there, quick look, just can't do too much. Yeah. Go out of the shop, go to the next thing within reason. Yeah, you wouldn't walk into a bank and do it, but yeah, other places. Let's see what I can do. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. And thanks to those who do actually comment. It is much appreciated. There are certain people who comment regularly, which I appreciate. And that it helps the channel, helps it to grow. The stats and specs, all these different things. Helps with the YouTube's algorithm to get the likes, the comments, the shares. Even though I'm not making any money out of it, it still helps. They recommend the channel to more people. In YouTube Studio, it tells me what sort of videos they recommend my stuff on. It's KFC, it always floods through there, through that part, undercover eating part. Idiots. They like video this and then they drive off like idiots, spinning out the wheels, and I don't know if you could hear it, but a bit of a yahoo. But anyway, video this. Thinking they're smart doing that. They'll come around and do it and get caught by the police. They'll see the number plate and everything. Yeah, come back around. Come back around to Glady Street. Just up here. That was Charles Street where they went down. Yeah, come back around to here. Let me record it fully. Not the first time I've seen people do that, showing off to the video because I see the camera. I know they're young and silly, but you know, it's dangerous too though. Well, it's wear and tear on the tyres. Yeah, their lives. There's Island Coast Ford where they've changed that around, where Tagville used to be. It's all like used cars and things like that. A lot of flags. They've got the Nissan and the Ford sign, which has only been put up in the last month or two. So, it's not like here at the time of recording this video, the stats and different things I say, pricing, and if I mention prices of anything, the Woolworths trolley and a Coles trolley. So this is your Charles. I mean, this is Glady Street, the other one was Charles. Oh, sort of get over walking in this weather. Like, I don't mind it to a point, but when it's windy and the umbrella just doesn't overly handle it, then it gets a bit much. It's a tweed bait truck. Person will do. Black marlin. Wish they'd fix the drainage around town. That would be amazing. There's the bus stop. The newer out of all the bus stops here. The lights come on a bit too late now. They should be organised by the weather, like the time of year. In summer, 7 o'clock's fine, 7 p.m. and turn off about 5 a.m. But this time of the year, that's the Kmart trolley. Yeah, this time of the year it needs to be about 6 and turn off about 6:30 in the morning, 6 p.m, 6:30 a.m. Yeah, it's your Kmart trolley. Of course, this town's just full of trolleys in lots of places. Sort of Edith Street. Get into the middle. That super cheap removalists going past. It looks like they're getting through. They may not get down past Ingham though. Who knows? We'll wait and see. Well, we won't be able to see, but yeah, they'll have to wait and see if they can get through. Yeah, south of Cardwell. Anyway, here's the other bus stops. Pretty old now. But yeah, the other light should be on, I think. So it looks like I'm getting followed. There's the toilets. What they're like from the outside. It's the playground. There's only so much I can show with people around. Like, I'm not going to walk in there and show it. And you can smell urine when you walk past it. I would never recommend using those toilets. If it's the right hour of the day, go to Hungry Jack's or Bunnings or Coles. Bunnings are the cleanest, and let's keep it that way. The other ones aren't as nice. Like the Coles ones get trashed, but probably safe to use. So we're nearly up to Sepoy Corner. This is Ernest Street. E-R-N-E-S-T. Ernest Street. To be quite earnest about walking across here. Down towards McDonald's, BP, Subway, Domino's, not in that order. And Kmart, and on this side, Hungry Jack's, Harvey Norman, places like that. Salvo store and that. And this way, Innisfail Hardware, Prices Plus, the Good Counsel College, bus stop. That multicoloured building was multicoloured on top. That's Services Australia, Centrelink, and Medicare. And further down you've got Brothers Leagues Club and the netball courts and all that. You can turn off Emily Street to the Innisfail State School. Used to be known more as Central. Anyway, we're at Coles, so put the umbrella down. Oh, there we go. Just had to get it to click into the spot. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's Bestestimes keeping memories alive across generations to see. Check the links in the description if you want to see some other videos and different things. Stay safe, stay cool, stay dry, and we'll catch you in the next one.